Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
Ooh, excuse me. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Y'all know who it is. It's Dre, Reg, your favorite North Carolinians, and welcome back to Unapologetic Missionary Baptist Church. We giving y'all the gospel.
Praise him.
What we doing? Yes, indeed. What up, Ducci, man? What's good?
Man, not too much going on my way, dog. Just working. Gotta travel next week, man. For a little bit, I'm kind of excited about that. Other than that, dog, trying to stay out the way. All right, get my little coins. Do what I want to do. Okay,
that's the best way.
What's up with you,
though? I was same old, man. I'm just chilling, you know. Not much at all going on. You know, continue to work out, do all this shit. Nigga, you know, I literally ran the day. No, it was yesterday. No. What's today? Yeah, so yes, it was yesterday. Yeah. I actually ran, like I'm talking about foot on pavement, foot on concrete, like ran 2 miles. That was the first time I've done that in a long time. Cause I've been like for the last, I don't know how many months, either I've been on the elliptical or I've been on a treadmill or running when I'm playing basketball. Like I ain't got on no track, no road. Like I'm talking about, you know, foot to pavement, put nothing. And nigga, when I tell you, I felt all that shit yesterday. Like later on, you know, as your body like calms down, you know, and just relaxes and everything, I'm telling you, legs, everything was sore. I was like, what the fuck? Jeez. Man,
I fucked around yesterday and played 3 games of full court basketball on concrete.
Oh Lord.
This morning I felt like dog shit. You hear me?
Yeah.
And the purest form of it. But I had fun though.
Right. Damn, man. Yeah, man. A little see my abs pushing through. I'm like, okay, trying to get right for the summer and shit. But outside
working.
That's about it. Just, you know, loving life and enjoying, you know, everything that's happening, man, and that's about it. Man, did you watch Napoleon? You hear me?
What?
Watch Napoleon.
It's kind of a lag in, man.
Oh shit.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Well, I mean, you probably don't intend on watching it, but it wasn't the best. I mean, it was all right for me. It was a lot. It was very long, but one thing I wanted to talk about was just like the pride and beliefs they had back then. Like the motherfuckers that was like on the drums and the horns and shit, they put them on the front line. You know what I'm saying? And like they just supposed to play whatever instrument they got while motherfuckers is shooting at them and they just march it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, yo, that shit is crazy. Like I could not imagine myself being back in that time and them niggas like, hey, here go a drum. We want you on this front line, banging this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And it's cannons and shit going off and like, and them niggas just like they believed in that shit like that's a badge of honor to die like that and your family's gonna be taken care of and all. And yeah, your family gonna be taken care of because one of them other motherfuckers gonna be fucking your woman. That's about it, right? but like I'm looking at this shit now thinking about like what's the honor in that shit?
Right.
I couldn't do it, nigga.
I don't know, dog. Don't get me to lie to you.
I wouldn't. Hey, I'll be a deserter, nigga. They be like, hey, sorry, that is his ass.
I'd be like, cuz off Free State of Jones.
Yeah. Hey. I saw this picture. I was like, let me ask Jay this shit. This shit is crazy. Cause so you know this generation right now, hoodies, ski masks, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their thing. How would you feel? Adonis came home with his cap and gown pictures, and he had a ski mask on. Someone put the proofs up. They son took his cap and gown pictures with a ski mask on.
Ain't no way.
Nigga, I would lose my mind.
Ain't no way.
Cause you know they first bring home the pictures with the watermark on, and you got to decide if you want them or not. But you know, once it's taken, there's nothing you could do about it.
Ain't no way, unless you go get your own taken.
Yeah.
Ain't no way, though. All right, man, please.
I might go nuclear in that house. What in the fuck was you thinking? I would honestly call I would talk to the school staff. I would talk to whatever company took. Like, why would you even let him put a ski mask on?
Right.
Why would you let him wear a hoodie under his cap? Like, what are we doing? Did that even make sense to you? Would you let your kids do that? That's exactly how I would do it. Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah, nah.
I definitely have to talk to my child too. Like why would you do that dumb shit? A ski mask and your cap and gown?
No question about it, brother. We have a conversation.
Yeah,
you hear me?
And that's your yearbook picture. Like that shit is etched in stone. Etched in stone. Yeah. Anyway, man. You know what time it is. You want to talk about the Tar Heels first, or you want to save them? What you want to
do? We can. Let's get we'll say them.
All right.
Why not?
Well, let's talk about the ladies, the USC Gamecocks and LSU Lady Tigers.
Yeah, crazy game, wild game, full of emotion. All right.
Yeah.
Full of emotion. I say that I use the term emotion loosely, but it was a good game. I mean, if we're gonna get down to the meat and potatoes of it, I mean, South Carolina's just a better team.
They are. In all aspects.
Yeah.
Coaching, playing, all that shit. Yeah.
Everything. And if they see them again, they're gonna wax their ass again. And that's just what it's gonna be. They're gonna wax their ass again.
Agreed.
You know, but as far as the play that's all over, or the clip that's all over the media, with the two young ladies that got into it, and one got pushed down and all that stuff. I mean, hey, again, it was an emotional game. What's her name? Flage?
Yeah, Flage.
Yeah, she went up to Don Staley after the game and said, that's my bad. I'm not that type of player. I don't want you to think that way of me, because anybody with eyes could see that she did initiate it. The girl from South Carolina was doing the war cry.
Right.
Normal shit in basketball. Normal shit in sports.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe she felt like it was in her face. She was kind of close. She was.
Yeah.
But even with that, you can't respond like that, right? You can't respond like that. And absolutely. For the young lady, for what's her name, Cardoza?
Yeah, Cardoza.
Oh my God, the way she flew in there and knocked the socks off of Flage. I mean, hey, you gotta protect your teammates. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah. What do you think about Flojae's brother coming on the court?
No, there's no room for that
at all.
There's no room for that.
See a black man get arrested and charged and all that shit, but you got to have restraint and know.
Stay in your damn lane, man. You can't come out the stands, boy. This ain't goddamn,
AAU.
No. This ain't Abrams Gym. This ain't none of that.
No. Not in the least bit. And from what I read and saw, he got charged.
I bet he did.
He got 2 charges. And I said this on social media. He'll probably never watch his sister play another college basketball game in person.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's very fair. It's very fair. But that speaks to, I mean, the stupidity of it too. I mean, you get in charge now. You probably won't be admitted into another NCAA game, and they might do that for the men and women's side. You might not be able to go to another NCAA event. Period.
Well, I don't know about that,
Me
but
neither. But it's a good possibility.
as far as the
We've
women,
seen lifetime bans from sporting events for streakers and everything else.
as far as him going to see his sister, he did.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Cancel that one. Cancel that one. And I'm pretty sure you saw what Kim Mulkey said.
yeah, like, come on, man, have some motherfucking class, lady. Right? Like, I was a fan of this coach, man. Until that, like, you wish you would have pushed Angel Reese. No, you don't.
No, yeah,
Because then she'd be suspended.
right.
No, because she's hurt. She got a hurt will. What would have ever done? She just would have fell down and probably grabbed an ankle or something. You don't know what she would have done. Calm down, lady.
Right, right. And it speaks to what's allowed and what's not allowed. Because as everyone's saying, without what would be said right now if Don Staley has said that?
Yeah, of course. There's no room. We've been saying the same thing. We just said there's no room for that in college basketball. If you want to brawl, go to UFC or some dumb shit like that.
Right, yeah.
Cut it out.
But I do think that the refs get a lot of blame in this too, because the refs let a lot of that go on the whole game, which shouldn't have. And I understand letting them play, let them be physical, but there's a lot of stuff when you even go back and watch like a lot of the reviews, a lot of hair pulling, shoulder checking. There's a lot of stuff that went on, and most of the time we'll see the refs say, "Hey, warning, warning," and from that point on, you know what time it is. Like, they ain't like next one is a tech, next one is a tech. You know what I'm saying? So, and there was none of that.
Right. They let them play. It got a little chippy for sure.
Yeah. But shout out to the Lady Gamecocks for taking care of business and doing what they did. And I mean, another phenomenal season year for them. Just when we was talking about we don't see nobody handling them, they almost lost to damn Tennessee. the very next day, I thought about that shit. I was like, damn.
Yo, we was a bank shot away from not even seeing that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Good for Cardozo though. That was her mom's first time seeing her play.
Yeah.
Man, and for her to see the first time to see her daughter play, and her sister to see her sister play, and for her to hit a game-winning 3-pointer at center cut. Are you kidding me?
And her first career 3-pointer at that.
Are you kidding me?
That's the shit you dream of on as a kid. 3, 2, 1, and you just turn around. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she stepped back by the damn line. That's what's crazy.
Yeah. It is crazy. Somebody was talking about it. Someone was like, yo, like, listen, anyone that's on the floor, you should consider them a threat, whether they can shoot a 3 or not.
I agree, because all it takes is for you to go through your progressions in the jump shot and get a good look. Anybody on that floor can make a jump shot.
That was a bone. I don't know if the coach told them to play her like that or not, but the defender guarded the basket, dropped back, was damn in rebound position under the basket, and Cardozo at the top of the key. Called it, step back.
I saw it.
Voila.
Coach Staley said she knew she was going to be open.
Any key things you want to talk about NFL free agency?
Man, it's quite a bit actually. But what interests me the most, man, is Saquon going to the Eagles, man. That's major.
It is.
That is filthy. Right?
Not
like
mad
that. Nah, man, me neither. As well as Derrick Henry going over to Baltimore, man. That's huge.
Right.
right?
I think Josh Jacobs going to
I was getting
Green
ready to say
Bay.
that.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to say that. I was getting
Mm-hmm.
ready to say that coming off of what they did last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think the NFC is on notice, man. They coming. I ain't gonna say I'm not saying they're gonna win it,
Yeah.
but you better motherfucker have your cleats strapped up tight
Yeah.
if you have
Mm-hmm.
to goddamn go to Lambeau next year.
You might have to. Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to run your ass out of there. I promise you
Yeah.
that.
I hate to talk about Dallas, but any quick thoughts on them being kind of sort of idle?
Kind of sort of. I mean, shit. If they ain't making no moves, they ain't making
Yeah.
no noise. I ain't gonna make no noise about the motherfuckers either.
You think they've moved down, or they still have that group, that talented group, to repeat or be in the same position that they was in last year?
You got to get better, man. You
And
can't be stagnant.
I don't
You
think
have
that
to
happened.
year in, year out, you have to get better. There is no, we're this good, so we're like this, so we can stay here. And if it didn't work this year, what the fuck make you think it's gonna work next year?
Right.
I mean, the NFC as a whole has gotten better. The
Yeah.
Giants have gotten better. We're talking about, their division. The
Mm-hmm.
Giants are better. The Eagles are better.
Eagles
And
are
let's not even
better.
talk about the fucking Commanders, what they
Yeah,
look
they
like
went and
on.
got. Yeah. Yeah.
They're fucking loaded on paper.
Mm-hmm. Now, what about the Lions?
Tell me about the Lions.
No moves from what I've seen. I know they lost CJ Gardner.
Yeah, they did. They lost
They
uh
lost somebody else.
what's the other corner name?
I can't remember his name.
Their star corner.
Yeah.
I forget his name, man. But he plays for the Texans. Now I like what the Texans are doing,
Mm-hmm.
low key. I like what the Texans are doing, low key, man. For real. And that's what it's about, man. It's about getting better. It's about putting your team in a position to win, right? We talked a couple nights ago, disappointed at how the Panthers were moving, but at the end of the day, over the past 48 hours, man, I'm impressed.
Okay. I was
I'm,
just about going to ask you that. Yeah.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed, and I think outside of having the big names, I think we got the right fit.
Right.
I
Talk to
think
me
we got
about Matos.
Martos. He has a motor. He's strong,
Mm-hmm.
but he takes plays off.
You
He
think he's
takes
gonna
plays off.
benefit from playing on the same line with Nick Bosa and the other guys on the 49ers?
I think he could. I think he could. I think it's a wild card. Like I said, a high energy guy, right? Maybe, but has he had many snaps? He didn't get many snaps at Carolina, so you can look at it as him not having a lot of tread on the tire, or a whole lot of tread left on the tires, or inexperience. It's one of the two. But
Okay.
as a skilled athlete, he is a skilled athlete.
Okay.
He is.
Kirk Cousins going to Atlanta. Hey, if it's one thing he gonna do, he gonna go to the bank.
How many $100 million contracts is that? Like 3?
I believe so. It might be 4. I know at least 3.
It's at least 3 though.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Yeah, I guess as good as mine.
One playoff game ever?
Yeah, I guess
The man has won one playoff game ever.
You know, he has always been high on John on our radar for some reason, because of the Washington ties. You know, Shanahan had him there, so he was always the player that they want. I don't know why.
Bro, I don't understand it. Hats off to Kirk Cousins for getting his money.
Yeah,
Whatever. I'm not hating no man for getting their money, dog. But I just don't fucking get it.
me neither at all. Russ Wilson,
Okay.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
I
Good
like it.
addition. I do
I
too.
like it. I like it. I think he'll get in there. He'll understand the way that the Steelers move, and their culture and how they give it up, and more than anything, I feel like Mike Tomlin is a leader of men.
I do too.
Right, and I believe Mike Tomlin can come in, he can chime in on this damn podcast. He can talk both of us and walk into a goddamn a ring of fire behind him. We're gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's good for him, man. I'm curious to see how it works, man. The expectation, he won't have to do a whole lot, right?
Yeah. And I hope Denver on their schedule too. Because I want to see him stick it to Denver.
Absolutely.
And Sean Payton. Regardless of what he did in Denver, I do think there was some bullshit that went down.
Sean Payton will be exposed this year.
I believe so too.
And I think he'll be exposed for good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Stick a fork in that motherfucker, man.
You're done. You're done over here, son. I don't think there's did you see Mike Thomas got released?
I did see that.
And Mike Williams.
Mike Williams.
From the Chargers.
Did he?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a Carolina kid, man.
You can only hope, huh?
Let's see.
You can only hope.
Come on home, Mikey boy. Come on home.
You saw this shit on the internet. Listen, this whole past week they was debating the LeBron sexuals, LeBron hive or whatever, debating Michael Jordan not having a left hand.
Yeah, I see that a lot.
I see it a whole lot. I don't get it. That was basically a damn war on social media.
Was he dominant? Was he right dominant? Yeah, he was right dominant. Nobody could stop him going right. Was he right dominant? Yes, he was right dominant. But I'm not gonna say he didn't have a left hand though. Mm-hmm. That's a bit far fetched, guys.
Yeah. Well, of course, people made a whole highlight reel of him doing nothing but left-handed layups, shooting free throws, left-handed, doing a lot of shit with left hand. Then there came a video where it's like, well, we didn't say he couldn't lay the ball up with the left. We were saying he can't dribble left, or he can't do this. And then someone made a video of him only going left and doing his other shit. Then, the whole story was, the story's shifted and changed. But for y'all motherfuckers to think that Michael Jordan didn't have a left, y'all are out y'all rabbit ass fucking mind. That's like us saying Vince Carter can't dunk.
Yeah, he don't got buddies. He didn't have buddies. Right.
Get some early shots out to our guys, the North Carolina Tar Heels, for completing the season series sweep of the team from down the road, and also locking up sole possession of the number 1 seed in the ACC tournament and becoming the ACC regular season champions.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm super proud of this team. Go ahead.
For me, I'll echo that. I am super proud of them as well. We can start with the Duke game. That was 40 minutes of getting your ass whipped. Yeah, that was 40. That was 40. And no, does the score say that? No, but if you watch that game, bro, if you thought that Duke was gonna have any chance to win that game, bro, I got some beach property in Iowa for sale.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Like, we dominated them. Did they go on a run? Of course they want to run. It's a rivalry game. They're going to go on a run, right? It's going to happen. The same way you're going to run, the lesser guy that plays 2K, you playing 2K, and you're better than me. In the third quarter, I'm going to go on a run. The game's going to make sure I go on a run of sort. But when the chips fall, back to an ass kicking. And that's what happened. So shout out to the Hills for that, man. Shout out to Cormac for being insane out there, bro.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, being insane.
Unconscious.
Man, I looked at that post that you sent me on Instagram. So fucking funny, man. I'm sorry, Cormac Ryan.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that shit was so. All I could do was laugh. I'm about to spit my damn drink out.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, they should have had ankles up there because that was one problem I always had. I'm like, why is this motherfucking ankle always?
Oh, every time.
Yeah, yeah. But when I saw that video of him standing on top of the bus, I was like, this nigga need to get the fuck off that bus. You know his ankles ain't the strongest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like it though, man. I like it. He is definitely etched his name in Tar Heel galore. But when you think about the great performances in this rivalry, his name is going to go right up there in that top echelon somewhere.
Yeah,
I can't.
alongside Ingram.
Yeah, yeah. I can't think of many. I mean, many other games that I've seen. Like, I mean, there's been. We had Marvin Williams. We've had other players that as broke out and just Jerry Stackhouse that gave, but it's been a while since we had one single player just out there giving work like that in this rivalry.
No, agreed.
Yeah.
Man.
And struck the iron when it's hot. A lot is not being said about what I think Jalen Washington did, Jalen Withers, and Seth Trimble off the bench. Like those three guys off the bench, man. I think Washington only had 2 points, but his rebounds and just him in the paint. Withers had about 6, 7, 8 rebounds, about 6 points. Trimble had about 6, the same. But I mean, just what they're doing. I think Withers had a couple putbacks that were key in key parts of the game. And I mean, Huber did a phenomenal job in finding what he needed instead of what was out there. Like no, I don't need scorers. I need some glue guys off the bench. I need some dogs, some rebounders, some and he found it.
Right. Well, Jalen Withers, man, last year Louisville shot like 40% from 3.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So it's not that he can't do it. It's
right.
just that he accepts his role. And that's the key to a team or to a well-oiled machine. You got to have players that are willing to know their role. Right. And accept their role. I think everyone on the team has, man. And that's a dangerous squad.
Absolutely.
For anybody. You accept your role. Hey, somebody's in trouble.
I agree with you. And the one thing it definitely looks like it don't matter. Like they all understand that okay, it might be Baycock tonight. It might be RJ. It might be Ingram. Oh, it might be Cormac. You know what I'm saying? It like no one is coming, like everyone has accepted that, like, okay, RJ, we didn't see him force a lot at all that game. Like he didn't. They made sure RJ did not beat them.
Not a problem.
As much as I like Caleb, and congratulations, Caleb, on the season you had.
Congratulations, Caleb Love.
Hey, Caleb Love been playing that game. The Caleb Love we had last year, he would have shot us out that game because he would have kept shooting until you know what I'm saying? But that's just Caleb Love, and that's what you get when you have Caleb Love. And he went somewhere where it worked with him, and maybe it is the coaching because he said he wanted to go somewhere where he was going to be coached hard. He was going to be coached tough. They wasn't going to allow him to do the things that, he wanted to do. They were going to make him or force him to do the things that he needed to do. So maybe that is. I mean, if that's what he found, then so be it. And apparently it is because he is the Pac-12 Player of the Year. So congratulations.
Wow.
Congratulations. But yes, I think the guy we had last year, he would have kept shooting. He would have forced a lot, But yeah, we've all bought in, and I love it. We have Florida State tomorrow. I don't know what to say about that game.
Better come out and play.
Yeah.
Better play. I'll be in attendance. Better come out and play.
I was in Chapel Hill, and we were down by 17 and a half, and next thing I know, halfway through the second half, we came back, and we ended up beating them by a good amount. But Florida State ain't a team to take lightly. They've always played us kind of tough. So We'll see. But I do think we'll be fine in the tournament as a whole.
Yeah, well, I'm curious to see how we come out tomorrow, man.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we don't have any hangovers, I think we'll be good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Tournament play is completely different. I mean, you can see by the way all the teams played today.
Right.
It's just a different brand of basketball.
Yeah.
I feel like we can play. I don't know if Florida State can.
Right.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think our game travels pretty good. Real quick, this debate about well, it's not even really a debate. They have us borderline 1 seed right
Mm-hmm.
right behind Tennessee.
Because Tennessee won the SEC.
Right. I guess we won the ACC and we got a head-to-head over Tennessee. I don't understand it. Same record, head-to-head. I think we got more quad one wins. I'm kind of on the fence. Reason why is because they have us a 2 seed in the East. I really don't like us being in the East with UConn. I think the East gonna be a gauntlet.
Yeah.
Which it kind of always is. But as a 1 seed, you can kind of your chances are pretty good in the East. But if we end up on that one line, we're not gonna get the East. That'll be UConn. So we might end up in the Midwest, maybe.
Probably Midwest.
And so I don't know if us having to be on that side is any better. So that's what puts me on the fence.
We got to see what happens on Sunday, man.
Right. True.
We got to see what happens on Sunday.
True. And that's just my thoughts. I do think we should be on that one line, but if we're not, I'm fine with it. I'm fine as a 2 seed. I think we'll be just fine anywhere. Anywhere in that 1-2 range, you're good. You're good to go. I think.
Yeah.
So, regardless, you got to play. You got to show up
every game. Whoever's out there, motherfucker, better get your shit together.
And I was saying, like, to me, this is, as far as in the sports year calendar, this is probably one of my most exciting times of all year-round sports season. Because I already know, like, NFL playoffs, yes, but you kind of already know what's going to happen or what to expect in NFL playoffs. Same with basketball. I mean, it's your favorites are your favorites for a reason. This thing right here, your 1 seed can lose to a 16.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So, right. I mean, not likely, but it can happen.
Right. Yeah. And it's happened a couple times over the last couple years.
Right.
Hell, I want to say at least one almost for the past 5-6 years, I think. But it's definitely and the hell, I just watched TCU. Somebody hit a buzzer beater. I mean, we had that time of the year already. Like these Hail Mary games, buzzer beater games. But let's move on, man. I wanted to give condolences to young lady Mahagony Jackson. We don't have to talk about it really. I just want to do some condolences because that whole ordeal. If y'all don't know about it, just look it up. Y'all can read about it. But in short, young lady, her friends tortured, raped, and killed her. And really, there's no. I don't. You looked at it more recently than me. I think there wasn't a real explanation of why it happened. I know there was rumors that it was over back tax money, like she got some money and they wanted her money or they're jealous, and then the family said that's not true and it was something else, and a girl was jealous about something. But regardless, whatever happened or what did happen is not called for.
Yeah, no, it's pretty gruesome, man, for that young lady to go out like she did, man. And I think they're up to 8 people being arrested or so.
Right.
And I pray that justice is served, dog.
Absolutely. And it was filmed.
Oh.
They filmed it. That's crazy, man. Wow. But also, I can't even. They didn't even get this young lady's name out. I don't know if you saw this clip. It was a young white girl. She was fighting this black girl, and the black girl slammed her head on the concrete a couple times.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, that was in St. Louis. There was a whole bunch of other fights going on around her. They panned back to the girl. She was laying on the ground and like twitching, and she passed away. Condolences to her and her family. They didn't give a name out. But this shit is senseless, dog. Like, it's so scary to have kids this age and coming up just with all the shit that's happening and going on. You know, not saying nothing like this wasn't happening when we was growing up, but it wasn't on social media like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's just live and direct now, man. It's just in
yeah.
your face now. And it's sad. It really is. It's sad. And condolences to her as well, man.
And they said that was over a boy. Over a boy.
Not
Sheesh.
surprised.
It is not surprising at all. Not at all. The bill has been passed to potential TikTok shutdown if TikTok does not sell, if the owners, creators, whatever, do not sell it to an American-based company.
Well, and what is it? What are they trying to stop the selling of information or something? Is that what it is?
Yeah, like, yeah, I
mean,
guess.
I don't really know. I saw it, but I don't really know what that's all about. I'm really not a TikTok user, to be quite honest with you. So I guess we'll see what happens, brother.
I think there's a too many other things going on in this world right now for us to be worried about banning TikTok. I mean, as a nation, especially if it comes down to information and all this other shit. Because I mean, there's so many other things out there. There's, I mean, information leaks and everything else, man. So,
right.
I don't even know why it's news at this point, but of course it has to be. So, I don't even know the guy name. I forgot it, but he was a whistleblower that worked for Boeing, and he had put out a lot of information, and that shit to me was scary because he was talking about, how they were cutting corners as far as an equipment, inspections on these planes and everything. I was just like, fuck. But when you read into it, they said it ain't nothing different than what happens in the car industry. Like these they do that same thing with the cars. That's why so many recalls and everything else. So
listen, man,
go ahead.
if it's man involved, I always say, I've been saying it for years, man equals error. Take it how you want to take it. That's across the board.
Yeah. And I was looking at this thing and said, basically, once a recall get to you, that's a decision that's been made far as in, I guess I guess you can kind of say risk versus reward. If there's a part that's been found defective, let's say in your vehicle, there's a part that's been found defective, right? They're gonna determine, okay, is it easier to do a recall on all these vehicles in this part, or is it easier to pay a settlement out to a couple hundred people? You know what I'm saying?
A couple hundred people is probably more than that.
Exactly. But they weigh that. So okay, so yes, it's easier to just do a payout to these people. We'll keep these parts on the car. Oh, no. It's easier to go ahead and do a recall. So essentially that's kind of like playing with somebody's life, like, which is crazy.
Right.
Crazy. I saw that they are you still watching any of 50 Cent's shows?
Actually, I just finished the last Power. I just finished it. The Power with Tariq on it. What's the name of it?
Okay. Ghosts.
Book of Ghosts. I just finished that last week. So it was pretty good actually. I enjoyed it. I mean, whoever's writing that stuff, writing 50, writing 450, I think he has some pretty good writers. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff is a little cheesy, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
still enjoy. I still enjoyed it. I'm glad I watched it.
yeah.
But what you?
Yeah, I am. And I think it's just by out of habit now. You know, kind of like when once you're invested in something, it's just kind of like, okay, all right, But I saw that they were doing a origins now of
Yeah, with Tom, right?
Tommy and Ghost.
Yeah,
I don't
should be
know.
in.
Yeah, it should be. I don't know if it's gonna seem or feel oversaturated, but I think it will be kind of interesting. It should be interesting. But I mean, I know a lot of people were waiting to see how does the Kanan part play into it, far as in watching Kanan. You know, where did Kanan, Ghost, and Tommy start out together? You know,
Mhm.
but I don't think we're gonna ever get that because I think they had mentioned something about the age difference or whatever. But I was interested that I saw that. But I was thinking, man, like I would love to see like maybe one or two spinoffs from The Wire,
Hmm.
or maybe a origins of you know how um some of their stories, or how did they become the person they was in The Wire.
I think we're too far ahead for that, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. BMF ain't looking too good though. Oh my god. Oh my god. The acting has gotten worse.
Yeah, I don't. I tune into it. The first what was it? First two episodes. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say I was impressed. I mean, it was okay, man. That's all I can say. It was okay.
Nigga, this last episode, I watched the motherfucker standing in the living room while some niggas was shooting in the house, and he's just he's just looking outside like, just like what shit going on. I was like, what the fuck? And then they show one of the guys outside. He looking and he's emptying a semi-automatic with no clip in it. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? This shit is crazy. You know, when you start noticing things on movies, like a motherfucker be on the phone, and I guess you notice like nigga got the phone is upside down. You know what I'm saying? Just like you be seeing shit
Right.
like the fuck. Like I know if I can catch this, these motherfuckers that went over this scene and did this shit, like edited, direct, like did not. They had to see that this motherfucker had his phone upside down.
I saw one clip of Meech that say he had an AirPod in. The fuck?
Oh shit!
And I looked at the picture, bro. Damn still look like it, dog. He was either an AirPod or some cotton in his ears. One of the two, dog.
Oh shit! That shit is
I
crazy.
don't know which one it was, man.
The last episode they had old girl. She had the strap on, and she was hitting up.
What?
Yeah, she was hitting this other lady from behind, and she was just in there moaning and moaning. I was just like, now I was thinking, I was like, what is she moaning about? She got a strap on.
I don't know.
Like, what are you feeling with? I don't know. That shit was just weird to me. I don't. Yeah. Anyway, we're not gonna upset the community. Um, so Kentucky has passed a bill, a child support bill,
Yes, sir.
uh, and you can start collecting child support for a fetus.
Yeah.
I so I don't know. I think that could be dangerous. I,
Mm-hmm.
I hate to go with the bad first because I think that can put a lot of women in some very dangerous situations from stupid ass niggas that might feel the need to want to do something to them.
Mm. Okay.
Um, I mean, we already see things like that, but I, a bill that grants you the right to collect child support for an unborn child. Mm.
Yeah, dog. That's wild to me, man. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, bro. That's all I got to say about it. It's fucking stupid, but it's Kentucky, man. Kentucky's a Commonwealth state, correct?
Yes, yes. Once that I have no want to ever go back into for anything, really.
Bro, I would never.
Yeah. I mean, but why though? I mean, I can't think of a feasible reason of why. Actually, I don't know. I mean, you already got motherfuckers clawing and fighting to And what if you're paying child support for the wrong? It's not your child. Like, so that's a good question. How do you even determine I'm the father of this child?
Well, there has to be some type of blood
Yeah.
test or some type of DNA test. Like,
On an
has to be.
unborn fetus?
Hey, bro, what you gonna do?
Yeah. I mean, it just
How else? How else you gonna prove it?
I don't think you can until the child is born. But that's why I'm saying that's why that shit just sounds so stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I don't know, bro. I'm just throwing shit out there, hoping that it sticks. I don't know.
I forgot about this real quick. So North Carolina has opened up betting, sports betting.
Yep. Yeah, it's good.
Doing the
Why
right
not?
thing.
It's
Yeah,
another
why
reason.
not?
It's another way for the state to make money. They're gonna tax the shit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So why not? Let them do it. They're doing it anyway. You
Yeah.
can get them before anywhere in the country. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
why not? Open it up. Get you some money. Because we damn sure gonna do it.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Every nigga I know in North Carolina bet damn near. So
North Carolina do the right thing, y'all. I mean, along with that, it's some other shit that needs to be changed as far as in laws and everything else that's going on. Like, I understand the money thing and sports betting, but it's some other shit that we got going on in the state
shit.
a lot of other shit that's going on in the state that needs to be changed and um just the old way of thinking and the whole how can I say this um
Excuse me.
bit I don't even I mean I guess religion religion plays a lot into a lot of things that's going on in North Carolina as far as in bills and laws and everything else. And I think a lot of this stuff is a lot of it should be changed, outdated or is outdated. But I mean um sports betting, I guess that's a start somewhere. We'll see. But we know that's money wise anyway.
Yeah, bro.
There'll probably be within the next 5 to 10 years, we might see a big ass casino in North Carolina. I wouldn't doubt it.
What do you mean? Like outside of the mountains? Like
Yeah.
outside of
I mean like a big casino. Like there's a lot of things coming into Charlotte. Not Charlotte, but North Carolina in general. Hell, we probably gonna be Silicon Valley East in the next 10 to 15 years. Already the research capital, research center capital.
Research Triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlotte is the banking capital of the world.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not far
Yeah,
fetched.
man. It's not far fetched at all. Actually.
Not far fetched. So the internet seems to think LeBron is a comedian.
Really? How so?
Cause I guess he got white bitches smiling and kikiing in his face. I guess I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
well, black women seem to think LeBron is a comedian, and I'm pretty sure you've been there. I've been there. I know. I've heard it pretty much. I want to laugh. What was that bitch smiling about? Tell me a joke. But for those that don't know, LeBron was sitting at a Lakers game, and he was sitting in between Jeannie Buss and Kurt Rambis's wife. That probably don't help anybody that don't know basketball because they probably like, well, who the fuck is Kurt Rambis? But anyway, and they LeBron didn't, but they seem to be mighty cozy and comfortable, touching on him, hugging on him. There's a lot of laughing and smiling in his face. I honestly I didn't see too much wrong with it, but I do know the optics and how it looks when you are when you have a woman and yeah.
Yeah, I can see it too. But be clear, the first thing he did was to wish them a happy
Mm-hmm.
what is it, National Women's Day,
Yeah.
right? And and they appreciated it, and they were laughing about that. Now, what was said after that, I don't know. Who knows? Or
Yeah.
maybe they had a couple drinks. Maybe they had one too many. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? They were a bit touchy feely, but I
Yeah,
mean, people people are going to dissect anything and everything they can,
absolutely.
bro. I thought the shit was funny.
I did too, and even the memes and everything else. Because I mean,
Yeah.
because when I saw it and the shit they were saying, I was like, I can see it and I can hear it right now. Well, why them bitches ain't like that when I'm around, or why this, why that? Like, I could hear it. It was just a voice in my head, in back of my head, is like, I've been there before, LeBron. Like, if that's what he had to deal with when he went home, I know it. I know it.
Yeah, Savannah probably had a couple words for him.
I'm pretty sure she did. I'm pretty sure. If she the typical black woman, she absolutely did. Like, you know what? You mind explaining this to me right here?
But I can't even say a black woman because
Oh
anyone,
yeah, 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 yeah,
anyone come at
yeah. You right about that.
you. Yeah, yeah.
Tell me a joke. I want to laugh.
I've heard it from all different shapes and colors of women, sir. Trust.
LeBron's in there like a Cheshire cat with his teeth out and everything. Jeannie busts on him. I'm like, oh, LeBron,
He had,
LeBron,
he had
LeBron.
his hands where he's supposed to have them, though. He looked up, come
Absolutely. Absolutely, he did.
on,
And
his hands away,
and
not
that's
me.
why that's another reason why you got to take your hat off to him, because that nigga has bobbed and weaved and slipped the jab on so much controversy and shit that probably have like and so probably so much shit that we haven't even heard about.
Dog, he's so camera savvy, dog.
Yes.
He is so camera
Yes.
savvy. The shit's wild.
And someone said, it's crazy how 3-4 months ago that whole thing about Savannah not taking pictures with male fans,
Mm.
but you got LeBron here with these women hanging all on him. I was like, I don't know about that, but
He's the owner of the team, for Christ's
right.
sakes. Cut it
Yeah,
out. Not a fucking fan. It's
yeah.
the owner of
Well, you
the team.
well, listen. I mean, yeah,
Really, bro?
but
He's gonna tell the owner of the team, no, we can't. I can't be caught. Like, come on. You're right.
right. Yeah, no,
That's come on. That's a stretch.
no. Would you?
Without what?
Would you say something to the owner of the team?
No. Why am I doing it? Why? For what? What Savannah do is what Savannah
Yeah.
do.
Now, what? So what if it happened? That happened, and you went home. She gave you a nice earful. Let's say a week or
I'm
two
gonna say
later.
exactly what I just said.
Yeah, a week or two later, y'all at the game, and they around you, and you feel like they starting to get a little handsy. You wouldn't say nothing to them, like, hey, I understand, but baby girl at home, man, she ain't playing that shit. She wasn't too happy.
I would just remove myself. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's causing trouble in my house, I'm just gonna remove myself. We don't know if it did or it didn't, but
Right.
if it
Yeah,
did,
yeah, yeah, yeah. We
yeah,
just
of course it's gonna. This man is camera savvy.
mm-hmm.
If it happens, he will not let it happen again. If it was a problem, I guarantee you that.
Yeah, because them motherfuckers be like, well, why you? I ain't never see her do that shit with AD. She didn't touch Kobe like that.
Yeah, nah, man, nah. It won't happen again if it was a problem.
Nah. Draya.
Shit. Okay.
Draya has confirmed what we already knew and thought anyway. That she is pregnant with Jalen Green's baby. We
Right.
talked about the age gap. I think
Right.
like probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, whatever.
Right.
But she's pregnant about it. I mean, this is their business, whatever they do. I mean, I if it's predatory or whatever they want to call it, then so be it. But Swaggy P was having a conversation with Gilbert Arenas on a podcast, right?
Okay.
Did you hear it?
I did not.
Okay. So basically, Swaggy P brought up the time that Gilbert Arenas and Draya was fucking around. And how I forgot, I think they was in Houston doing something, and he was like, and you could tell Gilbert was trying to like not really talk about it. But Swaggy P was like, basically like, when I realized you was a man, we was riding somewhere, blah, 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 and I turned around and old girl was in the back seat whopping you off in front of everybody. And Gilbert was kind of like, she a mother now, blah, 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 blah. She, da, 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 da. And Swag kept talking, you know what I'm saying? But I, I thought it was kind of corny because, of course, what she got going on now, and, niggas, like, it's old talk anyway. And I think that was, Swaggy P said that was his first year in the league or some shit. So, I mean, but these niggas seem to rotate or recycle the same 7 women.
You said the same 7?
Yeah, if it's that many, if it's that many. If
Okay.
if you was a millionaire, one of these athletes, do you see yourself rotating these same women that everybody seem to be
On a serious level?
Mm-hmm.
No. No.
What do you think it is?
I mean, shit, dog. I don't know, man. Maybe these boys be lame. I don't know, man. Maybe they just be cornballs in real life. All they know is basketball, right? Like I don't know. If I had to put something on it, and so if someone with the likes of I guess we'll go with Draya or whatever. Like, but also too, keep in mind, man, like she is going to stay in that zone. She's gonna stay in that group because that's what she's accustomed to, right?
Right.
So,
Absolutely.
right. So she gonna shit. What's she gonna do? Go be with the nigga from McDonald's? She's not doing that.
Not at all. Not at all. But I fail to believe that it's just not a bunch of other women that are caliber, or there's just we see them on I mean, well, IG don't tell you a lot, but
true indeed. But Drea is a beautiful woman.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's why I said seriously. Because at the end of the day, you gonna take her down. And the boy, you know what I'm saying? Hey, obviously he took it down and he liked what he got. He liked the package.
Yeah. What would be the warning that you would have gave your son?
What warning would I have given my son finding out that he was dealing with someone like that?
Yeah, or even going into
it,
like, hey boy, like you got this money in your pocket, you in the NBA, like they're gonna be after you.
Yeah, I mean, I would say just that. Like, guard your grill, man. Understand, focus, stay focused. Your target.
Yeah, definitely don't drop.
That's what it looks like.
I would. That's one thing I was like. Well, we tell them that anyway. Hey, look, don't bring no babies back, or don't do this, don't do that. But yeah. Hey, that nigga been playing like he got a child on the way lately too, man.
They playing like he needs some bread, huh?
Yeah. That nigga been playing like he got a child on the way. Like,
gotta get that 100, bro. You gotta get that 100. He gonna get it. He gonna get it too. He gonna get it.
But the only problem I see with it, what a man, well, I'm not gonna say only, but the biggest thing, just having that woman and then having them niggas that everything's supposed to be a brotherhood, a fraternity, and it's multiple niggas around you in that circle that got them same stories. You know what I'm saying?
Is it so that lets you know, like it's people are talking about this brotherhood. They niggas just like me and you. They don't give a fuck about if they ain't come up with you, they don't care about that.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know, dudes care about Gilbert Arenas. They don't care about no
Nope.
Gilbert Arenas.
Nope. Don't.
You don't care nothing about no Agent Zero. Don't know. Don't
Mm-mm.
care.
Mm-mm. No. No.
For all we know, Gilbert Arenas could be a mere folktale to that young man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Shit, fuck Gilbert. I'm on this thing now. This is me. Fuck Gilbert.
You know it? Yeah, yeah. Like, hey, you used to have it, but guess who got it now, or whatever.
Things should have gone everyday life, man.
Because if she ain't a virgin, then I mean, somebody has had it before. Somebody got a story to tell.
It's publicized, dog. That's it.
Somebody got a story.
Indirect.
Yeah, but then again, I don't know. I would. Well, I mean, if the story gonna be told, then I guess you rather it be. Well, I mean, look at her.
Definitely can say that about her, dog.
Look at her. I
She
mean,
fine as shit.
look at her.
She fine as shit.
That video I sent you, old girl talking about she needed her steak cut. Where do you cut the lines off of being a gentleman, or where should it be? I mean, because there's things I do, but there's a lot of shit I look at. I just like I don't I don't think I pull a. I may have pulled a chair out before or whatever, but I don't. I mean, there ain't nothing that I like really think about. Like, oh shit, let me go get this chair and pull out the chair. But of course, open doors and all that other shit. But
I don't think I would ever offer to cut someone's steak unless
oh,
they needed me to.
hell no, no.
That's some funny shit. But that wasn't even the funniest part about it. Like, the funniest part about it to me was like, yo, you want to rub all up on my ass, trying to get this ass, you gonna work. That statement is so funny to me, dog. That statement is so funny to me. So like, uh, uh, it just doesn't make sense to me if for someone to have morals, quote unquote. I'm not saying I'm talking about this young lady.
Mm-hmm.
If for someone to have morals or whatever the case may be, and you're interested in another person, but you know you want to be intimate with that person, but you want to make them work. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
It never will, man.
I couldn't agree with you more. I saw this thing that said, you know, when you like somebody, you don't you don't put them through the gauntlet or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make things a little easier for them. You know, you like a woman, you're gonna be a little more willing to help her with this, or help her do this, or do this, or do that. And the same for her. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna make it seem like, you know what I'm saying? Make it to the point to where you like, you know what, man, fuck this shit. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be I guess a effort, or it looks like she's pushing you away.
I guess I still know what I just said. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, it making it hard, easy, or whatever. Vibe and do the things that you want to do.
Absolutely, yeah. That's what I'm saying. If they like you, they like you.
Because at the end of the day, think about it like this: you play with the wrong motherfucker, they're gonna get gone.
Absolutely.
Now you sitting there stuck on stupid.
100% right. And I think from that thing I saw, it was like, because you think these girls out here giving Drake a hard time? You think they giving a superstar crush or celebrity a hard time? Like, if he approached them in the club, you think they gonna he asked for the phone number, they gonna play the hard to get role? Like, no. If they like you, they like you.
Some chick exposed Champagne Poppy allegedly the other day.
Yeah.
Did you see her picture?
She posted a screenshot of the DM, right?
Yeah. It's nasty work.
It is. And that's just as corny to me as Swaggy P trying to tell that story about Draya.
Speaking of Drake, and while we're talking about it and talking about the age differential, what do you think about this whole thing with talking to Lotto's who just turned 21, right?
If that's true, that's I feel the same way. I feel the same way. I don't think I don't honestly think Drake is what 37, 38 probably.
37. 37.
Uh, they got all these sayings. Love is blind. Love don't know age. Love don't this. Love don't that. I mean, like honestly, you my man. You my man. If me and you chilling, and you bought this young lady that you was interested in around, you know, and I looked at her, I'm like, hey, how old is she? You like, oh dog, she just turned 21. I would honestly I would try to figure out where's the commonality? What is it? You know what I'm saying? Like Jay, I don't know. Like, I know
Yeah.
you. She a little too, you know what I'm saying? She's a little too young.
I'm cool. Mm-mm.
Right? Like but I mean, if it's true, there's nasty work by Drake.
Yeah, if it's true, it's nasty. For sure.
I honestly, listen, you have young soldiers. I've had young soldiers. I've sat around and listened to these motherfuckers talk, and nigga, I would probably slam my head against the wall if I had to go out, if I went out to dinner with a young 21-year-old and just the conversation, like, I don't know what the fuck I can't see it, man. But listen, power to any of these 35 and older, 40 and older that just they like the young ones like that. I mean,
right.
It's is not uncommon as we like to think. I saw this thing the other day. There was a teacher somewhere, and she was arrested for she had been having sex with one of her students, 15-year-old boy, and the main question under it was, why does this not get the same headlines that it would if it was a man sleeping with his students? And it's a good question because we hear it a lot.
Wait. No, I hear so many more stories about women doing it than I do about men doing it.
No, I hear the stories, but far as in like broadcasted on the news, front page or this or that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. Just I guess it depends on your news feeds or whatever, or wherever you get your information from.
Mm-hmm.
But they're exposing these ladies that's doing that shit. I can't subscribe to that.
They need to. It's nasty all the way around.
No, I'm saying that I see it.
Mm-hmm. During one of our unapologetic truths last week, we talked about what would be a misconception that women have about men that we would change or something like that. And so that sparked and generated a conversation, and it led into something else as far as in misconceptions, as far as in gender. And I was like, well, we should talk about that. And it was and there's a bunch of them, but I'll use one example for you, and then we can go from there. There's a soldier that they did a barracks. Let's say they did a barracks inspection. Soldier's room, female soldier, room was dirty. They say to her, well, you're a girl. Your room shouldn't look like this. And I would say, well, that's another misconception, because girl or boy, your room should not look any kind of way. Like you don't have to be a girl to say, okay, well, you're a girl, you should be clean. Your room should be clean. Your room shouldn't be dirty. It shouldn't be this or that. No, the men too, because I know you. I've seen your house. You have a clean house. You don't have to be a woman to do that. But there are women that'll come in there and be like, damn, you like for a man, your house is clean, and you would think to yourself like, what you mean for a man, my house is clean? Like who? Like what kind of niggas you deal with?
Yeah, let's take the army out of it, right? Like
Yeah,
that's a good example. Yeah, and that has happened to me. Like, oh, you have a clean house, or you have a clean home, or you make your bed, or things like that, or your house smells good. It doesn't smell like dog because I have a
yeah.
dog, or whatever. And so yeah, that's a pretty good misconception. But I mean, also too,
I've
it
seen
seems
women too.
I've seen them, but at the same time, right? Like if we had to be realistic, and you had 10 men and you had 10 women, right? Who's gonna have the dirty rooms, in your opinion?
The dirtier or the ones that look better? Because I think we shit on far as in decorating and designs and all other shit, but
Well, I'm not a very good decorator, so I
yeah,
like what I like.
yeah, my shit's
But man, we're talking about dirty. Your room should look like that. That's what you said.
right.
About.
Yeah. It might be who would have the dirtier. It might be men, but I don't think it would be that big of a the 10. It might be, I would say 7 on the women's side, 6 on the men's side, maybe.
So close.
Yeah. I don't think it's that big a discrepancy.
Okay. I'm not really sure, but okay.
Because even so, let's use the car thing. They'll say, well, a woman's car is always dirty. Well, that ain't always true either. Well, a woman's car is always junky. Or
Mhm.
you could tell she don't got a man because her car is blah 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 blah. But that ain't always true because there's a lot of women that take care of their car, keep it clean, keep the inside clean, it ain't junky, it ain't shit all over the place.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas I know that got junky ass cars. I mean,
Man, I throw shit everywhere in my
that's
car.
what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it ain't. But not talking about you, but it's just like, I mean, but that's an example that people would use. Like, so no, I don't like, I would not like, these are misconceptions that I probably wouldn't subscribe to. Like, you know what I'm saying? And there's plenty of more. Oh, you're
It's not fair.
supposed to, like, you're a man, so you should know how to use a toolbox or some shit, or I don't know, some wild off the wall shit.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So, like, you're a man, so you should be handy and this, that, and the third. Like, yeah.
Why you can't mount a TV?
Yeah, never mounted a TV before in my life.
Right, me neither.
Probably never will, sir.
I don't intend on doing it.
So, yeah.
I'm doing it. But yeah, I thought we had that conversation. I was like, but I was just like, to me, man, regardless, man or woman, I think that's cleanliness is it shouldn't have a gender on it. Yes, we like to say, oh, because you're a girl, you're supposed to be neater or cleaner, but I would think you're supposed to be, I mean, like I said, your shit might look better. It might be more decorated or all this other shit, but this cleanliness, like, this shit is all the same. Like we both got clean rooms, we got clean houses.
Should. Definitely should.
Mm-hmm. No, this was probably it wasn't last year. It might have been last year, the year before. I don't know. Me and Mike, the neighbor, we was out at we was downtown somewhere, and we had met one of his homegirls that I guess he was in the army with. She was down here for some course for contractors, and we had parked on the other end of Broad Street. So she was like, "Oh, I'll give y'all a ride." So, walked to a car, got in, and I looked, nigga, I shit you not. When she pulled the door handle and the light came on, it was some roaches that scattered. Listen, I can get Mike on the phone tomorrow. Mike will tell you. I should call him now, but listen, I will shit you not. And Mike was like, you know what? we'll just go ahead and because I want to stop by this other spot on the way out because such and such was there. And so she was like, "You sure?" He's like, "Yeah." So once we started to walk, Mike said, "Nigga, you saw them roaches in the car," and I was like, "Nigga, I thought you did." Like, I saw the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like hesitating, like I don't know if I'm gonna get in there, but I'm glad he did that shit. Like, you know what? I need to go see such and such over here. So, but yeah, nigga, I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen roaches in the car before, but this lady
Yeah,
had roaches in her car.
yeah, that's wild.
Joy Taylor, she has a new podcast with Taylor Rooks, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And one of the things that they was talking about, Joy Taylor said something to the effect of, if her man does not have women friends, then he's not the man for her. Basically, she needs a man or she can't trust a man that doesn't have women friends, you know, and that's a sign to her that maybe he can't control himself around women or in the company of women, something like that.
And this is what she said.
Yeah.
That was her reasoning.
Yes.
I mean, to each his own. That sounds ridiculous, but I would have taken. I thought I would expect for it to be more so like, hey, you know, maybe having women friends might be beneficial to how she's treated in a relationship. But again, to each his own, man. That doesn't make, just because I don't have women friends don't mean I can't handle myself. Now, is there some people out there like that? Sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. Horn dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay, sure, they are. But hey, man,
Right.
I think you're playing with fire, honestly.
Yeah, I do, but I mean, and you know, I mean, I have a lot of women friends. I mean, I have probably just as equal on the same time. I have some ride or dies at that. And ones that I never touched and I probably wouldn't touch. Not saying nothing bad about them, but it's just, you know, those lines that have
Yeah,
been drawn and drawn. But,
these are people.
right.
Yeah. These are people.
But if my woman was to have, I wouldn't have a problem with her having males as friends, or not. I don't think in the grand scheme of things it means a lot or it's a big deal. Yeah, I don't know. Going back to what we talked about, I don't know if it was last week or the week before. Just for me, I think her not really having that big of a social life would be more of a, you know, kind of you know, what's going on here, you know, thing. But not that big, you know, but I don't know. The whole gender thing, I don't know.
Yeah, that's wild. To me, I wouldn't. I don't know if I've ever heard anything like that. Actually,
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, it might be something from the past that she's had an issue with. I mean, I I I have had so I've had friends that I thought we was real good friends, tight friends, that once they got into relationships, it's kind of like the friendship kind of like fell off.
me too. And in this situation, would not count it. It did. It
Right.
shit.
And then
I stopped talking to. They got in a relationship, and I thought we was thick as thieves.
yeah.
To that,
And
they got a relationship over with.
right. And then when the relationship ended or whatever happened, next thing you know, they hitting you up. Hey, you like, well, what the fuck?
Hey, friend.
Yeah. No. Like,
Nah, be.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you're a friend, you're a friend, regardless of the relationship or whatever. I should be able to introduce my homegirl. If she's real tight and a homegirl, I should be able to introduce her to my woman as if I'm introducing you to her.
Yeah, well,
This is my partner. This is my partner. I fuck with him. They blah blah blah. And like, no.
some might say it's a respect factor. It is, and I get it for some, like right, because dudes are different.
Uh-huh.
women are different. But all I'm saying is, hey, once you cross over there now, you abandon me. You got to stay there.
Yeah.
I respect your wishes, but respect mine now.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I give it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about if it's just sheer abandonment, like just
Yeah. Yeah.
I understand you got to slow your roll off, maybe off the wishes of your man, right? Or slow your roll off the wishes of your woman or whatever, right? Like I get it.
Mm-hmm.
If these your folk. Nah, you just can't throw them to the wolves. That's crazy.
Nah, yeah, yeah, not over a relationship anyway. I don't think because a lot of times these relationships they don't last nowhere near as long as a friendship does.
True shit.
And I've been in them, like I haven't really abandoned nobody like starting out in a relationship, but I've been in relationships to where I've had motherfuckers tell me like I don't like her, like you need to. And then you feel the pressure like damn, like I gotta stop talking to my homegirl, my friend, because you insecure
Mhm.
about some shit, or you know yeah.
Yeah.
All right, unapologetic truths, man.
All right.
So nigga, we talked for almost 2 hours last week. I was like, fuck, the fuck, against what but conversation, you start talking and shit, but I was like, because I remember we had talked, I was like, I'm trying to stay in between X amount of time, but anyway, uh where the fuck, where is he at? Should you compliment your friend's partner?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that as long as it's tasteful. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think there's
Right.
anything wrong.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But I long as it's tasteful, and also how much of a friend it is to you. I think you got to know them, because a lot of people ain't the same. Like for instance, um, I know you. I know if you like, compliment or whatever, it's you can have someone that's extremely jealous, and they might think that you trying to push up on a woman or whatever. So I think you got to know the person as well, I think.
I got you.
But I mean, a compliment is a compliment. I don't think your friend shouldn't be like, damn,
No, like not
you
tasteful,
looking
dog.
good. I like the dress, or like the shoes or whatever.
Tasteful.
And keep it moving.
Tasteful. The most you can get out of me is you killing them today, buddy.
Yeah.
You killing them. You on their neck today. You on their ass today. That's the most you can go. That's the
Mhm.
most you're gonna get from me,
Right.
right? Maybe compliment on some hair or something like that. Either way, I'm
Mhm.
still gonna say you killing them. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't finna go into all that. You
Yeah.
dress just right. Nah, fuck no. That's crazy.
You wearing that dress, girl?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, like what's some old sophisticated shit like your radiance is just breathtaking. Oh my God. Oh, girl, you looking stunning today or some shit, like I don't know.
Nah, I ain't doing all that.
Yeah, but I don't see a problem with it. Someone complimenting my woman, I'm not. I don't think I'm jealous or insecure like that. I wouldn't really care. I do think, like you said, it has to be tasteful. And uh, not over the top. Like like I do think
Right.
you can overdo some compliments. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. We know that, of course.
Like, all right, nigga, you got two off. Oh, she can
Right.
bowl too. I didn't know that. Oh, she cooks too, nigga. Hold on, man. All right, hold
Oh,
on.
you talking about riding coattail like
Yeah,
real life?
yeah. Hold on. Now we going a little too far, nigga. Like,
No, 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 no.
um, how often, if at all, should you relearn your friends? Because people grow, people change, and you can easily lose touch with a friend.
I think I don't know about relearning. I think if it's your friend, I mean, and people use that term loosely, but I've said on this pod so many times that if I call you my friend, and that's the way I view you, and I think it should be done organically, right? I don't know if it's a re or anything. Yeah, people do, change, and that's okay. They grow up, they mature, whatever. They fall away from certain things. They gravitate to certain things. I think organically, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think it happens in the flow of the friendship. Like you new things, different things, you hear things like, you know what? He used to like this, now he likes that. Oh, okay, now you fucking with blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's all in the flow conversation and things y'all do. Y'all hanging out with each other.
Fresh.
Or however it happens. But yeah.
Facts. I agree with that.
And vice versa too. I mean, but that's all with being observant too, though. What's your worst personality trait? Oh. I can be very nonchalant. Yeah, I can be very nonchalant.
I can be nonchalant too. But I think
is it a personality trait though? It might be. I think it is.
Yeah, it is. I think I could be overbearing when it comes to debates.
Okay.
Right? Like when it comes to debates. Anytime that I debate with someone, right? Doesn't matter who it is. If you don't got your shit together, because I got mine together. If you got your shit together and it's something that I know about, I'm probably it's gonna seem like I'm bullying you. So but that's only because I'm strong in my belief and what I said. And if what you're saying, I'm not trying to change your mind. I just want it because you can check me on what I'm saying. But when I check you on what you're saying, you ain't got no answer. I'm on your ass, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a bad habit of mine. When in actuality, just let people think what they want to think.
Yeah. Another one for me, if we fall out, we fall out. Like, I don't do that back and forth shit. I ain't like, I had somebody talk to me yesterday, like, oh, you and such and such, y'all ain't talked. Y'all ain't talked. No, I'm not talking to that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't got nothing to talk to him about. I feel like I'm like that with a whole lot of shit. Like, if we fall out, we fall out.
Got it.
Especially, well, I think if I done some shit wrong, I think we'll had a conversation right there. But if I felt like I was done wrong, motherfucker ain't got to explain shit to me.
But if they're willing to, are you gonna listen?
Odd thing is, I've never put myself in a situational position to where I had to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Like we, because if it's a text, I ain't look at the shit. If it's a call, I probably ain't answer it. So I've never put myself in the same room or place to where we had to got the opportunity, or that person had the opportunity to talk about it.
So no.
So if we were, I don't know, if the person just happened to show up at my door, I probably I don't. So if I was caught out in public seeing them and they just like, well, hey, I need to talk to you, I would probably listen. But honestly, I don't know if I would honestly give a fuck about it or not. That might be bad.
But you would expect for them to give a fuck if you wanted this one.
Bad as it sound, probably, yeah. Bad as it sound.
God damn.
His shit, him or her. Actually, the person. Yeah, person. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's why I said like I mean, right then and there, I probably but I don't know. I try to because everything could be tricky, you know how. But I try to handle people the way I want to be handled. You know what I'm saying? I try to.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, so
Yeah.
if you have a fuck up, I mean, or if you said something you weren't supposed to say, or whatever the case, and it caused you all to fall out, whomever it is, and you're like, damn. Well, look, partner, this is what it is. This is what happened. This is what it is. Like, about whatever. I
Mm-hmm.
ain't on that time because in your mind, in your heart, it's your fault. So the
Mm-hmm.
expectation is for you to get it off your chest and let them know how you wronged them and that you didn't mean to, or what intentional, or it was a mistake, or whatever the fuck it may be. But you're saying that if the shoe's on the other foot, it's not likely for you to allow that.
Well, so far as when I said I try to handle people like so as and shit happens, but I try to put myself in a position or situation to where it didn't happen. So that's why I said handle people like I want to be handled. So I like for instance, I know if I don't like so for instance, if I say, you know what, I wouldn't like if Dre said this or that to me. But we talked about this, you know what I'm saying? Like I would do the same thing, like, and it might not be the same. You know what I'm saying? You might be jokey, buddy. You might like, you know what I'm saying, certain things, and it might not be the case. So, for instance, let's use the Army. We both familiar with that. We have the for some reason, dicks are a big thing. Motherfuckers like to do dick jokes and touch on each other and feel all that other dumb shit that I always hated. Like, I'm like, why are these motherfuckers always grabbing each other? Why they joking about this or joking about that? Especially if you in like an infantry unit.
I want to say, yeah, they'll do none of that shit in my unit.
No, well, no, well, in signal units they definitely didn't. But being at Stewart and some other places I was at, primarily infantry, like a lot of this shit happened. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so uh shit like that, I was like, I don't like, don't play with me like that. Don't come touching on me. Don't do none of that shit. I don't like it. But they were always like that with each other. I try to steer clear from stuff like that. But to go deeper into it and answer your question, if I would have wronged somebody, if we talked about it right then and there, that would be my initial response or thing to do. And if someone wronged me and they wanted to talk about it right then and there, then I mean I have no choice. Like, yeah, we can talk about this shit and figure it out then. Depending on what it was, would depend on, if I really want to hear that shit or not. And I think that would go the same way with if if let's say I did some foul out of bounds shit to you and I try to talk to you right then and there and you don't want to hear it, then I would totally understand that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But for me, if some foul shit is done to me and I don't like it, I'm probably gonna bring it to the head, bro. Or if I've done some foul shit to someone, I'm not gonna always know in that moment. I might go home and have me a drink and be like, damn, that shit was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And again, it's their choice whether or not they want to hear it. But personally, I'm gonna try.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, so I think that's one thing that we probably definitely have in common, because if it's some foul shit that happened right then and there, I'm gonna let you know how I feel about it. Like, nah, nigga, I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
And we can handle it like from there. Like, that shit wasn't cool. I don't give ooh, that's a non-contact. You looking at the
That's right.
Villanova thing?
I ain't looking at that shit. I ain't.
Anyway. But all right, brother. We good, man. Let's wrap this up.
Yes,
So you got
sir.
things to get into tomorrow. I got a whole weekend of shit to get into, man.
Yeah. No doubt.
Good luck to the Tar Heels, man. Go.
Man, they gonna pull it off. We'll be fine, man. Shout out to you, big dog. for keeping this thing afloat, man. I appreciate you, man, making the time as always, bro. Putting the work in and putting the time in that you do, man. Appreciate it, dog. Shout out to my baby. Shout out to my support system. Shout out to all our listeners, man. And as always, mental health is real. Myself and Reggie, we may not be subject matter experts when it comes down to the matter, but I can assure you, before you harm yourself or you harm others, please tap into Unapologetic the Pod on IG and or Facebook, or our individual IGs and or Facebook. And I can assure you, we will get you the help that you need. Other than that, big dog, you already know what's going on with me. Different toilet. Same shit.
Shout out to you. Man, have fun at the game tomorrow. Wish I'd be there. But I got other obligations going on. So that's that. I know you're gonna enjoy yourself. We're gonna have a great weekend, Tar Heels. Like, share, subscribe, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. We appreciate it. To all my loved ones, my friends, thank y'all for everything y'all do and for y'all support and for supporting this platform. I appreciate that. Everybody else, like, share, subscribe once again. Spread the word. Greatest promotion is self-promotion. We're going to do that more for y'all, but, do all the other stuff for us. Help us out. We appreciate y'all. But as always, we're unapologetic. We're unfiltered. Y'all know who it is. It's Dre Reg. We out of here. We'll see y'all next week.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.